They can try and say it's obviously not a racist country, but when you kind of think about what makes Britain what it is, it's through colonialism and British imperialism. So to them, as much as they don't want to subconsciously, we kind of always will be what they made us in their own eyes.
What's been your experience with racism in the UK?
My experience in secondary school, so when I grew up in primary school, it was a lot of positive discrimination, but in a sense, a lot of things that were dismissed about me. Like my behavior was always, that's the thing, like characterized by what it means to be black. So let's say you have a child who's energetic, I'm just troublesome because of my color of skin. But if I was white, it might be something like, oh, he has ADHD or something like that. You get what I'm saying? And then what else? In secondary school, I faced a lot of racism, and then I had to go through my own internal conflict about how I felt towards myself as what it meant to be black.
What kind of racism? So you talked about, they would say you're boisterous when you had a lot of energy, but was there any other particular experiences of what's racism?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of name calling, a lot of microaggressions, a lot of behaviors, a lot of the way people treat you, a lot of the way people look at you without even recognizing that they're doing that. Yeah, I was called a lot of names when I was in school, and then it's a lot of conditioning as well, because the way you're made to feel about being black, you're almost conditioned in a way to feel like in order to prosper, you have to kind of be white. You get what I'm saying?
What do you think it means to be white when you're a black person trying to be white? How does that show itself?
It can never work. It's not possible. It's a mental conditioning, and that's what it is. You kind of have to unravel that for yourself, and yeah, that's about it. I couldn't really necessarily explain anything else other than that.
What's been your experience with racism in the UK, and how have you dealt with it?
So personally, I think the only time I've ever dealt with racism in the UK was when someone was driving a van and shouted "monkey" at me. But when they did, they weren't paying attention to the road, and they mounted the curb and hit a lamppost. And I was really young. I must have been like 7 or 8 when this happened. And I think what I saw when that happened was a lot of kindness. So people, to be honest, I didn't even realize what was happening. Someone came up to me and was like, "Are you okay?" That person just said something, and then other people were going to the van to make sure the guy was okay. But it was just a very weird situation to be in. And I think for me personally, I don't really think about it. It was a very odd situation. Maybe the guy was having a bad day, because I personally believe no one's born racist. I think it's all about, the things we consume, maybe our parents, maybe the people we hang out with, maybe we felt hard down by whatever reason. I don't think anyone innately is born racist. I can't believe that. So yeah, it was a very odd situation to be in, but I wouldn't say I can think of any other situation.
So did he come out of the car after he mounted it, and did he say anything to you outside of calling you a monkey, or no?
No. I think he was like, he was probably in quite a lot of pain.
Good.
To be honest. I think the thing that hurt the most, upon reflection, is that I was just young. I was quite young when that happened, so it just seemed really, really inappropriate. But to be honest, the older I get, the more I just feel sorry for that individual.
You're a better person than me.
I think in London, they embrace diversity. But when you go outside London, I barely go outside London. Like, everything is happening in London, so why would I go outside? So I think people from outside London that are in other smaller cities will actually have that kind of experience to give to you. But in London, they're used to seeing a lot of different countries, different races and everything, so I've never really had my own fair share of it.
What's been your experience with racism in the UK, and how have you dealt with it?
I haven't had any major episodes, to be fair, but just mainly, again, I find that here people are quite subtle with it, so it's not as straightforward as maybe it would be in Italy. So yeah, just maybe little looks or little comments, or yeah, just kind of people maybe looking down on me a little bit. But it's just one of those things that it doesn't bother me. I'm just like, yeah, whatever, you're not, yeah.
Your hair is great. Have you had anyone touching your hair or making comments about your hair or anything like that?
Not in the UK, but in Italy a lot. People just touch my hair or grab onto it without asking or anything. Here has been more comments from older people, so they'll be like, "Oh my god, your hair is so fuzzy." What a weird thing to say, right? Or I'd say, yeah, or just good compliments, which is quite nice. So yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Korede, and I'm embarking on an exciting challenge going from 1,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. I need your help to achieve this. I am a YouTuber, I make great exciting videos, traveling, asking people about hot topics. You can check out my videos, subscribe, follow, share and like. Let's hit this target of 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. Together we can do this. Let the internet unite, and let's make this happen.